When I think of exercise, I've always thought about the kind of body I wish I had. I don't know if it was the years of dance classes surrounded by mirrors or the years of wishful eyes turned on magazine covers in the checkout aisle, but in my mind, exercise has always been deeply tied to my appearance. I quit dancing in high school, and one of the main reasons was that I felt like I was doing so much work, and at the end of the day, I still wasn't happy with the body that was looking back at me in the mirror. I'm glad that I quit because I think it was better for my mental health, but it did mean that for the rest of high school, I didn't really have a steady workout routine. In college, I would go through these phases where I was obsessed with working out. Come February or March every year, I started thinking about how I wanted a better body for the summer, and how this time, when I started wearing shorts and tank tops, I was going to really like the way that I looked. I remember at one point I downloaded the Nike training app and I would do the hardest workouts 5 days a week, and it didn't make me happy. I dreaded doing it every single day, but I was determined that I wasn't going to quit this time, and I was finally going to have the body that I wanted. But of course, as those things go, I did quit, and I didn't end up with the body that I wanted either. I would really like to unlearn this connection between exercise and my physical appearance. I don't like that my motivation to work out and move my body has always been based on this idea that I don't look the way that I want to look, and working out enough is going to make me look different. I realized at some point that when I was running or when I was doing push-ups or when I was in the middle of my 50th Russian twist, I was picturing these girls that looked like Victoria's Secret models and had these bodies I was never going to be able to obtain. I've always preached body positivity, and I've been very vocal in my criticism of the modeling industry and the fitness industry that promotes this unrealistic idea of health and sells products by promoting bodies that are unrealistic and oftentimes actually unhealthy. But at the end of the day, I think I bought into it as well. So I stopped working out and I tried to just learn to like the body I had for a while. It's been 1.5 years now, and I feel a little more comfortable in my own skin. I'm still working on it. I still critique myself a lot, but I've made a lot of progress and I feel more at home being myself. I feel more comfortable looking in the mirror, and I really want to learn how to take care of my body, and I want to learn how to have a healthy relationship with working out. Having studied psychology for 4 years, I know that exercise is tremendously beneficial to both my mental and physical health, and I don't like the way that I let it become so tied to the pursuit of this ideal body type. I want to exercise because I care about my body and because I love it, and I'm hoping that I can learn how to do that the right way this time. I'm not a runner. I don't actually like running, but gyms are kind of intimidating to me, and running is something that I know how to do. I decided that I'm going to try and do this challenge. I've seen a few people do this where you run a mile every day for a month. I know a mile's not a lot, but like I said, I haven't exercised regularly for 1.5 years, and I'm not a runner. I think part of exercising is just doing what you can and not comparing yourself to other people. I have asthma and really weak ankles from several dancing injuries, so this is going to be difficult, but I hope that is also going to be good. Because I don't want this to be about my body, this is not going to be one of those fitness challenges where I'm showing you before and after pictures of my stomach or my body in any way. I don't really want to talk too much about how my body is changing. I'd like to talk about how I feel, and I want to talk about the process of changing my relationship with exercise. Okay, so I've done the run for 3 days now, and I think I've kind of figured out at least a couple things. The first day was really, really bad. I felt really sick, and my asthma was kind of making it difficult for me to breathe. I didn't have like a whole asthma attack or anything, but I could just like tell that it was acting up. The second day was way better. I was like, what, did I learn this quickly how to run? And then I just ran the third time, and it was in the evening, and I just felt really bad again. So I started thinking about it, and I realized that the first day I ran, it was early in the morning, and the second day was in the evening, and then today was in the evening again, but I didn't eat really dinner. So I think because I'm hypoglycemic and my blood sugar is really sensitive, that if my blood sugar is lower, it just makes running like super miserable. And if I'm running in the night, like throughout the day, I've been eating and my body's been active, so it's better. If you have trouble like working out in the early mornings and you feel like sick, then that might be part of it. So I'm going to try and mostly do my runs at night. If I have to go in the morning, make sure that I eat something, that I get up like a little bit before I need to get up. And I'm just like more conscious of eating like snacks with carbs and protein throughout the day like I need to, and all that stuff. So hopefully things are gonna be better from here. So this is day 6. I've been running for 6 days, and I'm just sitting here at the table editing for one of my other videos, and I just kind of feel like more comfortable in my own body. I don't know if that makes sense, but just I feel like moving around and like getting back into working out or exercising regularly has just kind of helped me to feel more comfortable and more confident just sitting here doing other work. And so that's pretty cool. I think that that's kind of the goal in the end, and I don't want it to be I don't want my mentality to be so focused on what I look like and kind of trying to improve my body as much as I do wanting to feel better and to feel more confident in my own skin and to just feel healthier and happier. So that's encouraging. We'll see how the rest of the month goes. This is my 1 week update. I feel like I've been getting better. One thing that I've been struggling with, I think, is kind of figuring out how to even measure my own progress or how to define getting better. Like I talked about at the beginning of this video, I don't want this to be something that's about my body and how it looks. I don't want this to be about weighing myself every week and seeing like if I lose weight from running, or measuring my waist, or like looking in the mirror and trying to see if I see a difference. Like I want this to really be about the health of my body and my mental health and just taking care of myself and exercising, because I know that that's good for me. But I think that in a lot of ways that makes it really difficult to see like how I'm actually progressing. As much as I don't want it to be about my appearance, I think that in a lot of ways in my mind like exercise has always been kind of tied to that, and so I'm like, oh, you don't really seem like you're getting in any better shape, or like, oh, you know, I still wish that my stomach was flatter or whatever. And I just I'm still kind of like working on that. I'm working on like while I'm running, and I hate running, so like I'm trying to occupy myself with something, but like as I'm running, instead of thinking about like the body that I want to have or like that it's worth it for this reason, like thinking about the fact that the actual action of moving my body is good for it. Thinking about all the benefits to my heart and my lungs and everything from doing cardio, and I think that over time I want to kind of retrain my body's association with exercise and working out. My sister's been running with me, which has been really nice. We've kind of had some conversations about those things, and it's been way better to go with someone else. Yeah, if you guys have a person who's willing to work out with you, a family member or a friend or something, I like highly recommend that, because it's way easier to motivate yourself and also it's more fun. So yeah, that's kind of my update. We'll see. I want to keep talking about this like mindset and kind of my thought process, because I really think that that is like the goal of this in the end. And of course, like I want my body to be in better shape, but I want it to be healthier and not just like for it to look a certain way. Hey, so I'm back from my run today. I'm about to get in the shower. You can probably hear it in the background. I just want to give you guys a little update really quick. I've been at my grandparents' house in South Carolina for the past like 5-ish days. So we were at their house, and then we were at the beach, and I think that like it just really threw off my routine. Like I was running a different path than normal in a different state, and the humidity was more, and I was trying to figure out like when to go and stuff. So yeah, I think I kind of like we missed one day, and then there was like a day we didn't go till it was like 11 p.m. and it was just like kind of hard to figure out everything. So I think that that's like a big deal if you're going on vacation and you're trying to be consistent about working out. Think about that stuff ahead of time, and also just like be gracious to yourself, because at the end of the day, like the point was to go spend time with my grandparents, have fun at the beach, like not to be like really strict and hard on myself about making sure that I do like every single day and like run the proper amount and everything like that. Yeah, so I'm back now. Hopefully I'll be able to get into a little bit more of a routine, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys the update. And it's summer. I know that people won't be traveling as much because of COVID and everything, but if you are able to travel and to do some fun things, then like let yourself enjoy those fun things. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Hey, I'm editing this video, and I realized that I lost some footage from day 16. So on day 16, I sat down and basically talked about the fact that I had 2 days in a row that my stomach hurt really bad, and the first day I like managed to run anyway, and then the second day I just took a break. So I was planning on running one extra day, so that would have been July 1st to make up for that day that I missed because of my stomach hurting. Also, this is around the time that I started having issues with my ankles hurting. The middle of this challenge was difficult, but it actually got better. I had 2 Achilles tendon injuries whenever I was dancing, and so my ankles started having problems. And also my mom said that she has weak ankles, so like maybe it's genetic as well. So she had me do these like ankle exercise things, and it got better like over the next few days. So that's kind of what was happening in the middle of the challenge. Yesterday, I missed the 4th day of the challenge, and I feel really bad. I mean, there's been like lots of different reasons. Like I said, the first time I was just really not feeling well, and then also our schedule has been kind of hard, with Josh and I both working nights and just trying to figure out like when the best time to run is. Mornings are still kind of difficult, just with my blood sugar and stuff to be running then. So I'm still kind of working out the kinks as far as scheduling goes, and honestly, once I missed like the 2nd or 3rd day, I was like, maybe I shouldn't post this video, like maybe I should just kind of stop trying to do this challenge. And I think like that's really the mentality that I'm trying to break out of. As far as exercise, I don't want it to be like, if you don't do it every single day, if you don't meet your goal exactly, like I failed and therefore like all my other days have been wasted, because that's not how it is, you know. And I think a lot of exercise plans and a lot of fitness plans sort of have that mentality, and I don't want to be thinking like that. Like I really want to think I'm moving to help my body and to be healthier and to be a little happier, and there are going to be some days that I can't do it, and that's okay. So I'm going to just keep going. I'm going to do the full 30 days since that's the goal of the video. So for any days that I miss, I'm just going to keep going for an extra however many those days are, because I do want this to be a full I ran every day for 30 days kind of thing. But I acknowledge like there's bumps in the road and people have schedules and have life. So if you're doing running every day for a month, if you're doing the Chloe Ting 2-week challenge, the shred challenge or whatever, I've thought about doing that one. Let me know if you guys want to see that video. I know like everyone's done it though, but if you guys are doing those kind of things and you miss a day, don't fall into the mentality of like, oh well, I may as well give up now, like I better stop because I messed up. Like no, just keep on going, just go where you left off. It's not like those days are wasted. Moving your body is good, exercise is healthy. It was day 24. I just got back from my run, obviously, so I'm gonna give you guys a few real-time thoughts after the run. So it's been a little over 3 weeks. We're getting toward the end of the month. This clip might be very loud because there's an air conditioning unit right next to me, but I'm absolutely not going to turn it off because I am so sweaty and disgusting and I need it. So you'll just have to bear with me. Do I like running yet? No, I hate running. Do I feel like I've improved? It depends on the day. Yesterday's run was really good. I felt a lot better. It wasn't that difficult. I mean, by the end I was starting to get kind of tired and a little sore, but my lungs were doing pretty well. My ankles haven't been hurting recently, and it was pretty good. Today's run sucked. So I think in general, you can't really measure your progress just by one day. Like it's kind of just a general trend over time, and there are going to be days that are better and days that are worse. I don't really know why it sucked. I did eat kind of a lot of dairy today. Josh and I went to get ice cream sort of shortly before my run, so that might have had something to do with it. But honestly, I don't really know. It was just harder. I got cramps on both of my sides, and that was kind of the worst. I have enjoyed regularly exercising though. It's a good feeling to be moving your body. That like slightly sore after you run feeling is nice, just to know that like I'm taking good care of my body and it's healthy, and I know that it's good for me in the long run. However, running is not really for me. Literally, I was running today. We were going downhill, and I was just like, how do people like this? Like, I don't know. My dad's a runner, and he literally runs like for fun. My dad works night shift in the hospital, and he will work 12 hours at night, come back, sleep, wake up, and be like, oh, it's a good rest. You know what I want to do with my free time before I go back and work 12 hours in the hospital at night? I'd like to go for a run. And he'll just run like miles, way more than I can run. And then he just comes back and he's like, that was so nice. That was so refreshing. I feel so good now. I don't get it. There's a lot of people like that just love running, and that's awesome. Props to you. I wish that I did. I really do not. I think I'm learning to have a more healthy relationship with my body when I think about exercise, and I'm still working on it. I mean, honestly, like there are times that I am still frustrated because I don't really feel like I look any different after all of this, or I don't feel like I've lost weight or like toned up or anything. But I don't really want it to be about that. I know that if I exercise regularly, I'm going to be in better shape, and that will come with time. but I don't want that to be the goal because I know that's not a sustainable goal, and it's also not a healthy goal for the mentality to just be focused on what my body looks like. Yeah, so I'm working on that. I also know that's good for your mental health, and for me to be studying psychology and know that exercise is great for anxiety, and then to have anxiety and not exercise seems a little stupid. I haven't really felt like it's helped that much yet, but I know that it's good for you, so I want to keep sticking with it. And I don't think that 24 days is like a good enough sample size for me to be like, oh yeah, this doesn't work, it sucks, and then just quit. So I'm gonna continue exercising. I don't really know what form that is gonna be in yet. Stay tuned. So yeah, that's my little day 24 update for you guys. You wanna say hi, Dina? You say hi? Say hi. Mommy's doing a little vlog. It's actually been like a week and a half since I last talked in this video. Lots of stuff has happened, so let's just have a chat. My hair is different. In the last clip, I think my hair was still blonde. If you haven't seen the video of my husband cutting and dyeing my hair, that's a pretty funny video. We did that a couple days ago. So basically, I ran to day 26. So I did 2 more days since the last clip, and then I had to go to the doctor because I've been having some stomach pains. I think I mentioned earlier in this video that I had a couple days where like I had really bad stomach aches, and it's just been kind of continuing, so I had to go to the doctor and get that checked out. So I had to do some blood tests, and we're waiting on all the labs to come back still, but there's a small chance that I have appendicitis, so that's not good. And I was told that I'm not supposed to run because in the chance that that is what it is, it could like irritate it, I guess. And so yeah, this challenge kind of like went rogue at the end, but I did technically 26 instead of 30 days. I'm not really sure what I'm going to title this video because I don't want the title to be like misleading, but I ran a mile every day for 26 days is kind of like a weird amount of time. So I might title it like I ran a mile every day for 21 days and do like 3 weeks, or I might say that I tried to run a mile every day for 30 days because I did try. And I would have if I wasn't told not to. I did want to kind of talk about some of my overall thoughts about the challenge and about running and all that stuff. So at the end of 26 days, I don't like running still. I'm still not a runner. I don't think that I've been like converted into a runner, but what I do really like is the consistent exercise. I really enjoyed having a schedule and having like a workout routine, I guess, of just like something I'm going to do to move my body, and it's just like part of my schedule and part of my regular routine. So I really do want to keep that. I've been thinking a lot about kind of what type of exercise I really enjoy, because running is just not it for me. I kind of hate it. So I want to try some different things. In the past, I've really enjoyed some like body weight kind of workouts. I like yoga. I think I would really enjoy Pilates. I've thought about doing CrossFit, but it's just really expensive, at least here, to join a CrossFit gym. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do, but that's in the works. If you guys are interested, I think it would be cool to kind of like make some different videos over the course of the next few months, and however long this is, of me kind of trying out different types of exercise and working out and telling you like what I think about it. Running is good cardio. It doesn't really burn that many calories, and I don't really feel like I got in like a ton better shape, but I know that it's really healthy. There's a lot of health benefits of regular cardio and for your lungs and your heart and all that stuff. So I'm really glad that I did it. This is, I think, the first time that I've been consistently exercising that my focus has been like very intentionally on how my body feels, feeling healthier. I think just getting up the like blood flow and moving my body like just kind of like wakes me up better. It helps me to like focus and I just feel better. I wish that it was easier for me to work out a lot in the mornings. Like I said earlier, like being hypoglycemic, I just find that I feel way better if I have been awake a little bit and like eaten and moved around and gotten my blood sugar and my blood pressure up before I start running. Or doing whatever exercise, but I do really like the feeling of moving, starting my day moving and all of that. So those are kind of my thoughts. I have a really irregular schedule right now with my work schedule and Josh's work schedule. There were days that I needed to run in the morning, and there were days that I like needed to run at night, but then I wouldn't get home until like 11 p.m. or something like that, and it's dark, and you know, I'm tired from working, and I didn't really have like a consistent time that I was running, and that made it harder to like actually stick with the challenge and do it. If I wasn't making this video, I definitely would have given up. So I think one piece of advice I have if you are trying to start working out consistently, running or doing anything else, is to plan it into your routine. Look at your days. It's okay if there's not like a time that works every single day, but even if you just know, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I, run in the morning, and then Tuesday, Thursday, I do, Pilates in the night or whatever. You have a routine is really helpful. I really like doing things with people. I like the idea of going to like a place to work out and getting to know the people there, having a consistent time that like a classes every week and that kind of stuff. So I'm really interested in looking into kind of some different workout classes at gyms and stuff like that. Josh and I are moving in only like 3.5 weeks now, which is crazy. And so I think everything will be a little different obviously once we move. But yeah, I'm really interested in kind of finding some exercise that is really enjoyable to me, and I think it'd be kind of fun to take you guys along with me as I'm figuring all of that stuff out. But yeah, I'm glad that I did this video. It gave me a lot to think about my relationship with exercise, and I really want to grow in that area and to find exercise that makes me happy and to change my mentality to really focusing on taking good care of my body. I know a lot about healthy eating, and that's something that I care a lot about. I have several videos if you want to watch them that I've made about kind of like how I eat and some different recipes and stuff that I recommend. But another huge part of taking care of your body is exercise and moving your body and working out. And I think like to get the full benefits of eating healthy, like I also need to be like moving and exercising if I want to actually be in shape. So I'm excited to figure all that stuff out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know if you want to see more videos like this in the future. I have loved watching this channel grow. I'm super freaking excited because the 2 series that I've been planning for like the whole summer, one of them is launching on Sunday and the other one is launching in a couple weeks. So this channel is gonna be super exciting and full of stuff that I care a lot about and videos I've been working on for you guys. So that's really cool. Thank you again for all of your support, and I'll see you in Sunday's video.